Modern pirates.
They travel through what is now the most dangerous water in the world.
Somali pirates have hijacked a cargo ship with at least 20 Americans on board.
How to combat the growing threat from piracy in the Gulf of Aden.
The rise of piracy in Somalia can most directly be traced back to the collapse of the Central Somali government in 1991. Prior to the collapse, Somalia had suffered from drought, famine, extreme poverty, and a declining economy burdened by steep inflation. All of these domestic problems reached a pinnacle when military rule was overthrown and a series of power struggles between party coalitions led to Somalia having two presidents at once, incumbent Siad Barre and newly appointed Ali Mahdi Mohammed. The government was divided and a civil war soon broke out, devastating agriculture and leading to more social unrest. Somalia had crumbled from within. Surrounding countries, also struggling from the drought, took advantage of the unprotected, tuna-rich waters by fishing illegally in them. With neighboring nations illegally depleting one of their most important natural resources, and the Somali Coast Guard no longer existing after the fall of the government, Somalis took protecting the waters into their own hands. Piracy began to take its first root when fishermen armed themselves and patrolled the Somali coastline and Gulf of Aden in speedboats, demanding payment from ships that they found fishing illegally. Somali diplomat Mohammed Aden says that, from there, they got greedy. They started attacking everyone. The fishermen stopped fishing and became full-time pirates and a part of a $16 billion industry. The targets were now any ships passing near Somalia. Cruise liners, sailboats, NATO-sponsored food ships, and oil tankers were now at risk, even in international waters. It was at this point that it became illegal. The pirates definitely don't follow the rules of the open seas, and they violate all laws of innocent passage, says Lieutenant Sean Pretek, a pilot who was involved in the April 2009 hostage situation involving Captain Richard Phillips. The pirates have a sense of ownership over the waters off their coast, even though the majority of attacks occur in international waters. The nationalism that prompts these pirates is only second to the financial motivation. Many of these pirates were born in poverty, and often the lure of millions of dollars worth of cargo or ransom money floating miles away is just too great. Also, many people fail to consider the fact that piracy is a lucrative, highly organized industry. Lieutenant Pretek believes that the individuals carrying out the attacks are simply following orders and may face negative repercussions if they are unsuccessful. While this theory is not widely publicized, it makes sense because many of the pirates are young and know of no other life. The worldwide media attention adds an element of danger, and it doesn't help matters that many pirates are Muslim, and that many of the countries taking a hardline stance against piracy are mainly Christian. These motives, coupled with the country's rocky history, explains why pirates plunder, but it doesn't explain how they do it. Pirates, who operate in small, tight-knit groups of 6 to 15 people, use a variety of weapons, tactics, and technology to capture their steel prey. It is this that explains how as few as 14 pirates are able to take and commandeer a 160,000-ton oil tanker like the Sirius Star, which was taken in November 2008. Pirates carry a variety of weapons. RPGs, or rocket-propelled grenades, are used for primary attacks on ships, while machine guns, often AK-47s, are used to threaten hostages once on board. Pirates typically don't use them against hostages, and have in fact never broken their word regarding the safety of their captives. As far as getting around, the pirates zip around in waters and beat up old speedboats, which are too small to be detected by radar and allow them to approach unsuspecting ships quickly. After their first volley of grenades against the bridge of the ship, the pirates now have the attention of the crew, who are surprised and frightened. Using grappling hooks or rope ladders thrown as high as 30 feet up, the pirates climb aboard and demand the captain to move the crew to the living quarters. It is at this point that the pirates are able to demand their ransom, which can be as high as $25 million. Ransoms are the basis for the entire pirating business, and pirates often mark them much higher than they know they will receive. In the case of Saudi supertanker Sirius Star, the pirates demanded $25 million, but settled for only $3 million. Ransoms are typically dropped from helicopters or shipped out in skiffs, but they can also be dropped by parachute. Somali pirates may be uneducated, but they are by no means stupid. They are both organized and opportunistic, combining modern technology with age-old tactics. They have staged false attacks off to one side of a ship to draw away escorting warships, while another group from farther away sets up and launches the actual attack. They have called in false distress signals via radio to disrupt regular shipping patterns and have even operated under cover of darkness. They have followed ships for days on end, all the while communicating from separate speedboats via cell phone or walkie-talkie. GPSs and radar help them in keeping track of other ships' movements, while the pirates themselves cover their own by constantly switching which ports they pass in and out of. Pirates have even attacked small fishing boats for the purpose of having a mothership from which to launch a lucrative and much larger attack from. Recent pirating activity has increased dramatically. The number of attacks near Somalia in 2008 was 92, more than triple the amount in 2007, and earning pirates $25 to $30 million. In response, countries such as the US, France, Germany, and Japan have taken a hard-line stance against piracy, with warships patrolling the Gulf of Aden constantly. Merchant ships, which are already vulnerable because of their cargo, are also defenseless because most do not carry weapons aboard, for safety and insurance reasons. This makes it necessary for warships to escort these ships, often sailing within 500 meters of each other. The fear of being attacked has risen so high that for every one merchant ship, there are 5 warships escorting it. The Gulf of Aden and surrounding area is 2.5 million square miles, so most major countries have banded together in the international effort to combat piracy. Organizations like NATO, the UN Security Council, and the Arab League Summit have all vowed to coordinate efforts to stop piracy around Somalia.